Welcome to the 10th match of the 2020 Haiku season, co-sponsored by New Horizons Credit Union and the Mobile County Public School System. Hi everyone, I'm Bob Grip. I'm your Haiku Quizmaster. Today's match features high school students from Satsuma, from Williamson, and the home team, LeFlore. The questions you're going to hear this morning are prepared in 16 categories by educators throughout the country who are all experts in their fields. They try to make the questions equally challenging. Here's how the points are awarded. In a regular category, each team will receive its own question in that area. The team will then have 15 seconds and 4 opportunities to answer. A correct answer on the first try is worth 4 points. Each time an incorrect answer is given, it's worth 1 less point. And if the team misses it entirely, either of the other 2 teams up here can gain 1 point with a correct answer, and I'll explain some of the other scoring as we go on. All right, teams, good luck, everybody. We start, as we always do, with some questions in current events. LeFlore, here's your question. Quote, I thought a woman could win, he disagreed, unquote. Who is the woman, a Massachusetts senator and candidate for president, who released this statement about a conversation she had with Senator Bernie Sanders, who is also a candidate for president in 2020? Give me her full name.
Hillary Clinton.
What was it?
Hillary Clinton.
Try again. Satsuma.
Elizabeth Warren.
That's right. 1 point for Satsuma. All right, Williamson. Give the name of the Ukrainian gas firm that was the center of President Trump's impeachment. You want to buzz in? Satsuma.
Bushmere?
No. LeFlore? No. Burisma. Burisma. Satsuma, your question. Give the name of the first African-American movie director who has been appointed to the jury head at the Cannes Film Festival. Several of his films have premiered at that festival. Give me his full name.
Spike Lee.
Spike Lee is right. 4 points. All right, American history is the topic to our home team. In 1903, human beings were finally able to achieve flight. The Wright brothers successfully engineered and flew a plane in Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, which stayed aloft for 12 seconds. Give the first names of both of the Wright brothers.
Wilbur and Orville.
That's right, 4 points. Williamson. Following the Communist Revolution in Russia in 1917, a small American Communist Party was established in the United States. The members invoked fear and panic at national levels and resulted in a nationwide crusade against these left-wingers. Give the name of this crusade that culminated in 1919 to 1920 with the arrest of more than 6,000.
The Whigs.
Try again. Satsuma.
The Red Scare?
The Red Scare is correct. 1 point for Satsuma. All right, Satsuma, your question in American history. It took until 1918 for American troops to enter World War I trenches in numbers that would thwart the German advance and turn the war. U.S. soldiers pushed for the creation of an American-made and led army to combat the Germans during this war. This first army led forces through the Argonne and eventually brought about an end to the war. Give me the last name of the general who led this army.
Pershing?
That's right. 4 points. John J. Pershing. Biology. Gametes, or sex cells, contain only one of the 2 sets of chromosomes that are found in somatic cells. Give the name of the cells that have only 1 copy of genetic material.
Eukaryote.
Try again.
Eukaryote.
Try again. Satsuma.
Haploid.
That's right. Haploid. 1 point for Satsuma. Williamson. Identify the guardian angel gene that plays a key role in the G1 checkpoint of cell division. seconds. Okay, anybody? Satsuma?
Acetal.
No. LeFlore? P53. Satsuma, identify the phase of meiosis II, during which nuclear envelopes reform around the 4 sets of daughter chromosomes.
Telophase 2.
That's right. Very good. All right, time for our first toss-up of the match. It's in sports. 4 points for a correct answer, and you can buzz in whenever you think you've heard enough of the question to give me the correct answer. In the 2017 season, as a member of the Indiana Pacers, this player's .468 three-point percentage, LeFlore.
Darren Collison.
That's right, Derek Collison. Very good. Literature is our topic. In Edgar Allan Poe's short story titled The Black Cat, identify the specific tool the narrator used to murder his wife.
Knife.
Try again.
Pen.
Try again.
Scissors.
Try again.
Glass.
Nope. Satsuma.
Axe.
An axe. That's right. Very good. 1 point for Satsuma. Williamson. In Eudora Welty's short story titled Lilydale and the Three Ladies, give the name of the musical instrument played by the man who wanted to marry Lilydale.
Trumpet.
Try again.
Piano.
Try again.
Flute.
Try
Did I
again.
say flute? Guitar.
Nope.
Oh.
Satsuma.
Xylophone.
Yes, a xylophone. 1 point for Satsuma. All right, Satsuma, your question in literature. In James Thurber's short story titled The Cat in the Lifeboat, give the last name of the little boy who threw William the cat out of a lifeboat.
Green.
That's right, Johnny Green. All right, time for math questions. We changed the rules for math. Teams will have 60 seconds to answer their own question. LeFlore and everybody else, open your yellow math envelopes, please. This goes to LeFlore. Find x squared times the cosecant squared of the arctangent of x over 4. Thirty seconds left for LeFlore to get 4 answers. Ten seconds.
3 squared.
Try again.
5 squared.
Try again.
9 squared.
Try again.
12 squared.
Try.
Anybody want to buzz in with an answer? Satsuma.
2 over the square root of x.
Sorry. Williamson.
1/2.
No. X squared plus 16. All right, Williamson, this is your question. Everyone open your red math envelopes. ABC is a triangle where angle A is 30 degrees, side A equals 5, and side B equals 9. If the sine B is expressed as a fraction P over Q reduced to lowest terms, what is the value of P plus Q?
$12.
Try again.
21.
Try again.
36.
Try again.
Three.
Sorry. Teams, wait to the buzzer if you'd like to answer. LeFlore. Okay, LeFlore.
7.
No. Satsuma.
9 plus the square root of 106.
19. Plain old 19 was the answer. All right, the last of our trigonometry questions to Satsuma. Everyone open your blue math envelopes. If tangent x equals -3/4 and x is in the second quadrant, the value of sine 2x can be written as a simplified fraction p over q. What is the sum of p and q? Thirty seconds for Satsuma. Seconds.
16.
Try again.
4.
18.
Try again. All right, LeFlore or Williamson? LeFlore.
10.
No. Williamson.
21.
1. Let's talk Shakespeare to our home team. In Act 5 of the first part of Henry VI, Winchester, reflecting on his new power in the church, says of a rival in Henry's court, I will either make thee stoop and bend thy knee, or sack this country with a mutiny. Identify the character Winchester is determined to overpower.
Plantagenet.
Try again.
Talbot.
Try again. Satsuma.
Gloucester.
Gloucester is right. 1 point. All right, Williamson. In Act 5, Scene 2 of Macbeth, 4 Scottish nobles and their soldiers plan to rendezvous with Malcolm and his English forces in preparation to fight and depose Macbeth. Give the name of the Scottish location where they will rendezvous.
Evergreen.
Try again. LeFlore, Satsuma. No answer. Burnham Wood. Satsuma, your question. In Act 5 of Twelfth Night, Sir Andrew interrupts the quarreling of Orsino, Olivia, and Viola to complain that he has been attacked and that Sir Toby, too, is bleeding. Give the name by which he identifies his attacker. Five seconds.
Cesario.
Right. Very good. 4 points. Now to geography. The islands of Oceania are grouped geographically, which often has no relation to the political groupings. In other words, countries that are independent of one another may actually share island chains. For example, Kiribati, Cook Islands, and French Polynesia share a geographic grouping of islands. Identify the name of this group.
Oceania,
Try again.
Flinders,
Try again. Satsuma.
Barrier Islands.
No. Williamson. No. Polynesia. Williamson. Located 24 degrees, 43 minutes south of the equator, a line of latitude extends west to east or east to west across the entire continent of Australia. Give the name of this line of latitude. Seconds. Satsuma.
Tropic of Capricorn.
That's right, Tropic of Capricorn. Satsuma, your geography question. The southernmost of Australian states is still part of the mainland that contains the city of Melbourne. Give the name of this state.
Victoria.
Victoria is correct. 4 points. Halfway through our competition right now, at the end of round 2. Williamson has 0, LeFlore has 8, Satsuma's in the lead with 31.
New Horizons Credit Union is a proud supporter of local nonprofits, community events, and education, including sponsoring the annual New Horizons Credit Union Scholarship, available to members who are graduating high school seniors. And since 1950, New Horizons Credit Union has been there for its members through every phase of their lives, offering solutions for the real world. Visit newhcu.org to learn more about New Horizons Credit Union.
All right, teams, we're ready to start the second half of the competition. Good luck. LeFlore, we'll ask you a question in chemistry. State the type of unit cell characterized by having lattice points only at the corners. Hey, Williamson or Satsuma, anybody have an answer? Simple cubic unit cell. Williamson, give the name of the theory upon which the ideal gas law is built and is based on the premise that a gas consists of molecules in constant random motion. Seconds.
Boyle's Law?
No. LeFlore. Kinetic molecular theory or kinetic theory, either one. State the order of the integrated rate law for a reaction where the reactant is consumed linearly over the entire course of the reaction. Five seconds. LeFlore.
Product?
No, sorry. Williamson. No. Answer is zero, or zero order. Art history is our topic. To our home team. This city enjoyed its greatest splendor during the reign of Darius I. It was the political, diplomatic, and administrative capital of the Persian Empire, as well as the city in which the palace of Darius I is located. Give the name of the city. Satsuma.
Susa?
Right. Very good. 1 point. Williamson. Although there are a few specimens made of bronze, stone, and steelotite, perhaps the most original products of the Indus civilization are lively and exuberant statuettes. The subjects most often represented including animals such as tigers, buffaloes, birds, sheep, and oxen. These small statuettes were molded with great realism and may have also been used as toy animals with wheels. Identify the specific type of material most commonly used to make these statuettes.
Wood.
Try again.
Clay.
Try again. Satsuma.
Terracotta?
Yes, terracotta is correct. All right, Satsuma. The Temple of Anan was built in Egypt during the 18th dynasty. What remains of the tall red granite wall on the south side of the temple is the oldest surviving monumental relief. Carved in relief in a gigantic scale on this wall is the classic scene of the victorious pharaoh defeating the many enemies of Egypt. Give the name of the Egyptian king depicted as the tallest, almost stick-like figure on the wall as he single-handedly appears to defeat his enemies.
Tutankhamun?
Try again.
Agamemnon?
Try again.
Ramses III.
Try again. Okay, LeFlore or Williamson. It was Tuthmosis or Tuthmosis III. Either one. All right, time for team choice. Before the match, each team chose the topic it wanted to be quizzed on. 4 points for a correct answer, but there's only one answer per team. LeFlore, you chose Shakespeare. Again, just one answer, please. Here's your question. In Act 5 of Cymbeline, Posthumus describes to Allure the resurgence of the Britons in the battle against the Romans. He likens the Romans to two different birds. When they were on the attack, they were like eagles. Identify the birds that he says are comparable when they retreat. One answer.
Doves.
No, sorry. Williamson or Satsuma? Satsuma.
Crows.
No, Williamson.
Vultures.
Chickens. They were like chickens when they retreated. Wow. Williamson, you chose American history. Again, just one answer. An amendment ratified in 1913 allowed Congress to lay and collect income taxes. Give the number of this amendment. Seconds. LeFlore buzzed in too early. Satsuma.
17th.
Sorry, LeFlore.
16.
16th is right. 2 points for LeFlore. And Satsuma, you chose literature. In the short story titled Thank You, Ma'am by Langston Hughes, give Mrs. Jones' first name.
Luella.
Right, 4 points. All right, time for that second toss-up, so everybody hands on your buzzers, please. This time the topic is geography. An Australian territorial island group lies between the northwestern coast of Australia and the Asian island country of Indonesia. It sits between the Indian Ocean to its west and the Timor Sea to its east. Give the name of this territory. Go ahead, LeFlore.
Basman.
No. Nobody else. Satsuma.
Coral Sea.
No. Williamson. The Ashmore and Cartier Islands. All right, physics is our topic. Name the physical property that measures an object's inertia.
Torque.
Try again. Satsuma.
Momentum.
No. Williamson. It was mass. Williamson. State the name of the wave property characterized by the observed frequency being increased when a sound source is moving toward the observer.
Wavelength.
Try again. Satsuma.
Amplification.
No. LeFlore. Maybe best exemplified by a train that's coming toward you, the Doppler effect. State the name given to the method of electrical charging that is achieved without a charged object touching a neutral object.
Friction.
Try again.
Magnetism.
Nope. Okay, LeFlore or Williamson?
Static. Static.
No, sorry. Williamson. Many smartphones use this nowadays, induction. American government to LeFlore. An act passed in 1984 compelled public high schools receiving federal funding to allow student religious groups to meet in the school on the same terms as set forth for other student organizations. Give the name of this act. Five seconds. Okay, anybody want to venture an answer? Satsuma.
The Ingle Law.
No. Williamson? No. Equal access. State the term given to the right to be free except in very limited circumstances from unwanted government intrusion into one's personal affairs.
Probation.
Try again. Satsuma?
Civil liberty.
No. LeFlore? Right to privacy. In the spring of 1957, black students in Little Rock were asked to consider attending Central High School the following fall. Initially, a number of students signed up to enroll, but when fall came, only several had survived the pressure to quit. Give the nickname of the small group of African American students who attended Central High School in 1957.
Little Rock 9.
That's right. Very good. 4 points. World history is next to LeFlore. Inspired by Mussolini's March on Rome, Adolf Hitler attempted to seize power in Germany in 1923. He failed. He was convicted of treason and thrown into jail. Name the city where this failed revolution occurred.
Munich.
Right. 4 points. Williamson. When all else failed, Hitler designed a program of complete extermination of the Jews in Europe. Give the name of this program, which was the central feature of the Holocaust. Satsuma.
The final solution.
Yes, 1 point. Satsuma, your question in world history. President Woodrow Wilson of the United States came to the Paris Peace Conference after World War I with a plan he had prepared during the war that he thought would lead to a just and lasting peace. His plan consisted of a list of actions to which he hoped the signatories would agree. Give the name by which Wilson's peace plan was known.
14 points of peace.
Very good. 4 points. We are down to the last question in today's contest. Worth 4 points, and it's in math. Ready, teams? Open your white math envelopes now. A triangle has vertices at the points -2, 3, 6, 3, and 12b. If the area of the triangle is 32, what is the value of b? Seconds, team.
Eight.
Sorry. Williamson.
16.
Sorry. LeFlore.
4.
No. 11. 11 was the answer we needed. No points on that. Today's final score, Williamson with 0, LeFlore with 14. Today's winner, Satsuma with 46 points.